What's happening, everybody? This is Angel and Javier here. We're over at the Cigar Cave, having an Oliva, which are really nice,
Very nice.
getting ready to talk about some music. So,
It's gonna be an interesting time. And
So-
I'm gonna probably get really loud.
so as usual, we come up with a topic, but then we don't talk to each other about the topic. We literally just go. So the topic for this week was top 10 bands.
Yeah.
I did not say best top 10 bands, nor did I say your favorite top 10 bands. So who knows what we'll come up with.
So I'll tell you right now. I thought you initially meant like our top 10 bands.
Okay.
So that's what I say my list. My list is based off of.
So your list is based off of top 10 bands that you like,
that
you
I
enjoy.
that I enjoy.
All right, so this is obviously subjective to a certain point.
Yes.
At some point we'll get a little bit objective, but right now we're
Try.
going to be subjective for sure.
Art subjective.
You got your list ready?
Yeah.
So my list is kind of weird. I ended up with like 12 instead of 10. But so because I can't stay on topic, my list went from top 10 bands of all time
Yeah.
to my favorite top 10 bands. And it's hard to pick which one's which. So I'm going to tell you one of the bands that I think is one of the top 10 bands of all time that is not on my top 10
Okay.
favorite, okay? And this is kind of a weird one, but this is very, very, very specific. It is 1988
Okay.
David Lee Roth band. The David Lee Roth band.
Okay. The
Not-
David Lee Roth band
band.
after he left Van Halen.
After he left Van Halen, the dude put together Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan, and Greg Bissonette.
Yeah.
That is those.
That was the band like that.
That was Skyscraper.
I was just gonna say that's who was playing on the Skyscraper.
On the Skyscraper album. If you guys have not heard the Skyscraper album,
It's really good. If you like classic rock, it's
good.
it's
Musically,
very good.
it's so good. It's so tight. It's all the above. The only reason it's not in my top 10 of all time is just, it didn't last long.
It's like
It-
David Lee Roth, Van Halen, if it were more interesting.
He literally just put an all-star cast together. I mean, I know Chicken Foot was a thing,
Yeah.
but
Well,
this
so,
was
okay.
the original one because,
So-
again, you're talking Steve Vai. That's one of the top players ever on guitar. You're talking, Billy Sheehan, who again, top bass player. Look him up on anything. And then Greg Bissonette is a beast of a drummer.
See, if you're going top 10 of all time, I'm gonna throw a band in there. This was not on my list. However,
I like how we both started our list with things that were not on the list.
so to
By the way, we're out on US 19. We're outside.
Yeah.
So if you hear cars and things going by,
Apologies.
they're out there.
but also it's really nice outside.
Yep,
so-
and I got coffee and I got a cigar, and we're talking music, so it's a good day.
it's a good day.
It's a good
But
day.
so bouncing off of David Lee Roth, and then you went to Chickenfoot. I like Chickenfoot. My problem with Chickenfoot is that I don't like their writing.
Chickenfoot was never cohesive.
Yeah.
Chickenfoot was an all-star band, but they were never cohesive. Skyscraper album with David Lee Roth, that was completely cohesive. You could tell that they sat down, put everything together. Chickenfoot was just a jam band. They got together to jam and have a good time.
But
They at that point in their career, they didn't care. David Lee Roth was actually trying to put something together
Yeah.
to outdo Van Halen, to be honest.
So-
it's like, I still got this without
To
them.
jump on that idea of bands that I really like, but I'm not always a huge fan of their writing, Queen.
I get that.
I think Queen is a fantastically talented band. I think that they have some really, really good songs. However, I think we're eventually going to do top 10 solo artists.
I'm going to hurt people's feelings and say that Queen had superior vocals and above average musicians. They were great musicians, like they were all above average on their instrument. But to me, none of them were like next level ridiculous, but it
You didn't
worked.
have any savants outside of Freddie Mercury.
Right.
On
But it worked, and it was great, I mean,
like a 5-6 octave range.
yeah, it's
Crazy like that?
ridiculous.
So Queen, I really like Queen, but I'm not waking up any day and going, man, I really want to listen to Queen today. And again, like, objectively,
I feel like, go ahead.
I think that they might, as far as like their reach and their influence, they might be one of the top 10 bands. Ever.
Influence 100%.
But as
reach, yeah.
far as for me, I just can't put them in there.
And it's funny. So to continue with this list of bands that people are going to complain if we don't talk about them. This is gonna be so awful. Honestly, they had like 2 songs that I liked. Rush.
I can't speak on Rush. I haven't looked enough into Rush.
Amazing musicians.
Yeah.
Musically, these guys were next level. I just think the music, like I said, they had 2 songs that I was like, oh, those 2 songs are amazing.
Yeah.
But part of it was very mathematical, and I'm not a fan of the mathematical feel. So that was.
That said, Tom Sawyer's a banger.
Well, no, that's one of the 2 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the 2 songs.
Fantastic.
Like it's again. So I don't want anybody to get upset. I recognize how amazing those guys were. Just ridiculously amazing. Another group that was ridiculously amazing and I just saw them not that long ago, and they're still killing it, was Living Color.
Yeah.
Living Color. But they had to be together. I've seen them individually, like Reed as a guitarist.
Yeah.
When he does his own thing, it's bizarre. Like, he is so incredibly talented and has so much technique that his stuff is almost unlistenable. It's just difficult to listen to. It's hard to find the feel. There's no, as a drummer, I'm looking for that feel.
For the,
he is
for the
in
common
that world.
man. Yeah.
Living Color holds him down and makes him play within a scope.
Yeah.
And when he's got something, it's like Lin-Manuel.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel, when you give him, railings that he has to stay inside of, he does well. When you don't give him railings, he just goes on his own. And Living Color was like that. Their feel was so good. The drums, Will Calhoun, just...
Also, we're in the process of making people angry. I don't like Hamilton. And that's all I'm going to say.
I'll add to it that everything that everybody liked about Hamilton was already in the Heights.
That it was.
Like, but they mixed this with this. It was like, he did that in the Heights. They just...
I think he did it more tastefully in the Heights.
In the Heights, yeah. In the Heights was actually really good. So, all right. What else you got as far as bands?
Are we moving to bands that are...
Yeah. In your top 10. Let's go.
So the thing about my top 10 is that I have a current maybe top 4, top 5 maybe.
Okay.
I think top 5 maybe. If we're...
It just moved the entire table.
The way that I no, I think I have a top 5. The way that I kind of had to do this was
That coffee's so good.
what are the bands that have the most consistent sound that I enjoy and come back to?
Okay.
Think outside of top 5, only because they haven't released more, is Blighttown. Blighttown, relatively new band. I think they're Australian. But they are like, I think they're considered metalcore.
Okay. What is it about
Blighttown is, they have like the soft vocals and the hard vocals. I like that dichotomy a lot.
The dance Gavin dance type
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah, I'm just clarifying for myself.
I really like their writing. I think their writing is fantastic. They've only done one full EP, and then they've released other singles. But if you guys haven't listened to them and you like any kind of like metal or rock, I would definitely say go check out Blighttown.
Since you went outside of the U.S., I'm gonna go outside of the U.S. with you. Dirty Loops.
Dirty Loops
so
is
good.
fantastic.
They're so good. And it's such a weird band because the lead singer looks like he should be on GQ. The drummer is like this little skinny geek dude, you know, and the bass player looks like he just came off a tour with My Chemical Romance. But together, they're so good. And they do anything. They seem to be like, oh, this time we're going to do some jazz stuff, and this time we're going to do some pop rock. I guess technically they fall into the pop rock.
Yeah.
But they do so much jazz inside of that pop rock.
For me personally, I can't put them in my top 10 only because they are closer to that kind of like very pop sound.
They are very pop. And they're the only pop rock band that I can think of that I actually like, but it's because the drummer's a beast, the keyboard is next level, the bass player is just ridiculous. As musicians, and then they did Thriller. Their version of Thriller was so good, you know?
Yeah. It's another case of I love the band and what they're capable of.
Right.
I just don't mesh their writing a lot of times.
Right.
Because like their first, I think it was their first song that they ever released. By the way, out the gates with a banger. Work Shit Out.
Yeah.
Fantastic song.
One of the best mic'd drums.
Oh yeah.
Ever. Guys, just lock your doors in the car so nobody bothers you. Turn it all the way up and listen to that. The drums on that are mic'd perfectly.
I don't know if I can think off the top of my head of a drum solo that I enjoy more than that one.
Yeah. So that was really good. And again, we're not in my top 5, but they sit outside because it's one of those bands that honestly I can just turn it on, leave it on, and listen. You know, I just put them on, just listen. Sometimes I don't even know what the heck they're playing, but I still enjoy it. So from there, I already said David Lee Roth band. This is my bias. My bias. I hope you guys heard that. My bias. One of the lost bands of all time. This should be in my top 5.
I don't know. That's not.
It is in my top 5. So I'm not.
I was like.
It is in my top 5. I'm not going to mention it yet because you know what? I'm going to go back to Pearl Jam. I'm going to say Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Pearl Jam's in my top 10.
Pearl Jam's in top 10. I respect Pearl Jam in top 10. The other band not being in top 5.
Yeah. My other band's in top 5. We'll get to it.
I don't understand.
Yeah, no. It is in my top 5. But Pearl Jam's in my top 10. The drummer, again, I'm a drummer, so I pay attention to that. The drummer is probably one of the most underrated drummers ever.
Yeah.
It was really funny because Eddie Vedder got mad because they put him on the cover of Drummer magazine one year, and this is when Eddie was all anti-publicity, and they're like, "Well, we have to put him on the front of Drummer magazine. The guy's a beast.
Yeah.
Somebody has to say something, you know." So yeah, their music all together again. I know there's a lot of music out there. The album 10 is one of the closest things to a perfect album.
What an awesome starting album.
Yeah. Yeah, it is literally one of the closest things to a perfect album.
Yeah, I think it's got like maybe one song that keeps it from being a perfect album. And not because the song's bad, it just I don't know.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just okay. I think the rest of the songs were all singles, and they were all hits on 10. Like at least 8 of those songs were singles and hits. It's crazy. What else you got?
Going from drummer to drummer, I will say that the Police are in my
yes, they're
not top 5. They're kind of like they're similar to Queen in where I like don't wake up going, man, I'm gonna listen to the Police today. The difference being, if somebody puts on Queen or like Michael Jackson or other people that fit into that category for me,
right?
It like they'll come on and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, like I'm fine listening to this. If somebody puts on the Police, I go, oh, okay, so we're doing this now. I'm always excited when somebody puts on the Police.
Copeland is a beast.
He's my favorite drummer.
I can see him being the favorite drummer.
I love all the stuff that he does with his hi-hats.
That's an interesting thing.
He's fantastic.
As a drummer, somewhat knowledgeable person. I'm not going to claim to be an expert, but I know a lot more about drummers than a lot of people do. I was in the industry for about 5 years and worked with a lot of the guys. Favorite drummer? I think Copeland might be my favorite on record drummer, recorded drummer.
Okay.
In other words, Chad Smith might be my favorite. Chad's probably my favorite. I'm a little biased. I got to hang out with him a couple of times and take some lessons from him. And he really influenced my drumming. So did Kenny Aronoff. But Chad is so much fun. Chad is just having a good time playing the drums. So is Kenny. Both of those guys are having a good time playing, which is what I like to do. I like to enjoy myself when I'm playing the drums. However, Copeland does some crazy stuff on his hi-hat and on the ride, and just like, and if you ever listen to him on an interview, he'll tell you he never plays the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, today it felt this way, and yesterday it felt that other way. So a lot of times he'll play things according to how he feels that particular day. So he does change it up. He is guilty of not remembering what the heck he played last time, because he does play by feel. But on record, if you start listening to, and the Police is in my top 5.
I get that, yeah.
If you start listening to everything that the Police has done, that guy plays anything and everything, and you're never going to hear better hi-hats, and it's the little things.
Yeah.
The little things he does. And then obviously they have Sting, who again is a master bass player. He's this bass player with jazz vocals, the whole thing, the whole band was just really good.
He's got the bass chops to match the vocals too.
Yep.
Like
the fact that he could sing like that while playing the bass,
especially with the things that they wrote.
Correct, because he wasn't playing cymbal stuff. Again, and I'll go back to Rush. I'll give him credit for that too, because that dude was playing stupid stuff on the bass and still singing, and Sting was doing the same thing, just ridiculous bass lines. His bass lines did not suffer due to his singing. And I say that because I know when I sing backup vocals, it was always my drumming that suffered, not my vocals. Because sometimes I had to simplify something
Yeah.
on my drums in order to do the backup vocals. Maybe not do that syncopated thing here or there. Sting doesn't care. He has managed to completely disengage his bass playing from his vocal cords somehow.
Man's a
So he can sing.
legend.
He can sing against his own flow. It's one thing to sing against the flow of a song, but he can sing against his own flow that he's playing on the bass. So yeah, they're in my top 5. What else you got?
Man.
We're jumping into all my top 5 here soon. That's why I'm like,
Outside of top 5.
if you need to jump in your top 5, go ahead. I got.
I think I might have to.
Go for it. What you got?
Greta Van Fleet.
Yes,
Greta Van Fleet.
they're in my top 10. They're in my top 10. They could sneak into the top 5 if we argued long enough.
Yeah.
They're definitely in my top 10. They could definitely sneak into the top 5 because I got somebody in my top 5 that that's kind of cheating, but I'm still leaving them in there because I can. But yeah, Greta Van Fleet, amazing. Together,
Yeah.
so tight.
Vocals amazing, guitars amazing, drums amazing. Like
Bass player,
Every-
they're so tight.
I would say that they're a 9 out of 10 band.
Yeah, tight
Uh,
all the way around.
I would say 8 if you're being conservative. But I think a 9 out of 10 is very, very. I think it's fair.
Yeah, I do too. One of my bands in there that I can see Greta pushing out because, again, I'm kind of cheating the system here, but we have no rules, so it's okay. One of my top 5 bands is any band that Prince put together. Like, I've lately been listening to Prince concerts, his live concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the studios, guys. Don't listen.
Oh, you just mean
Don't-
his onstage band.
His onstage band is diabolical. These people are
His
next
onstage band's
level
insane. Every single time.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, from the drums to the horns to the bass player to he just picked out the who's who of nasty as funk.
Yeah.
Like, again, I know people talk about how great Prince was. Forget Red Corvette and Purple Rain and all that stuff. Take some time to just listen to a live concert on YouTube because so for the longest time, Prince didn't have anything on YouTube or Spotify. Once he passed away, whoever is in charge of his stuff dropped everything on YouTube and Spotify now.
Yeah.
So you can go to YouTube and just watch his live concert. It's just a 2 to 3 hour jam session. He plays covers. He plays whatever he wants. I am
say covers, but he probably wrote half.
well. That's true because he did. He does sing some songs that he wrote for other people. Because he did write a lot for other people. But then he does them in his own way with funk.
Yeah.
He does songs that were never released.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of those songs that he does live that were never released are so much better than anything he ever recorded. And you have to understand Prince's fight with the record label. So he gave the record label what they wanted.
Yeah.
But then when you showed up to his show, you got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Which are two completely different things. Like I said, go check out Prince live concerts.
Yeah, I feel like at that
His
point you're just
bands are
dipping
just-
into Prince because, like, a lot of that. Yes, the musicians have to pull it off, and I'm sure he only puts people on stage that he trusts. Man was perfectionist. Like, an insane perfectionist. So there's no way you're getting on stage with him without knowing what you're doing.
Or having a good time.
Yeah.
Because you could be a beast, but if you're not having a good time,
Yeah.
Prince is not having you on his stage. And that's one of the things I like about watching his bands, is that, again, just go live, watch the live stuff on YouTube. His bands are enjoying themselves.
Oh, yeah.
It is a party for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. It's just a party.
I mean, honestly, when you're surrounded by that many talented musicians and you're just allowed to do what you want within the parameters of
It's so
what
good.
you've been given, like,
It's so good. You know, when that was one of my favorite things about playing with Sean. Sean White was the best bass player I've ever played with in my entire life.
also a very good snowboarder.
Yeah, not that Sean White, but yes. I literally could just sit back, lay down a groove, stay in the pocket, and just listen to Sean play the entire show. It was so much fun. Like you said,
Yeah.
when you can lock in like that, it's just fun. It's entertaining. And when you're having fun, the crowd is having fun. So yeah, so
If you're not
that's my cheating band right there.
if you're not enjoying the art you make, then art's not for you. Either that or you need to switch your lane up.
Who else you got?
I
By the way, for those of you listening, Javier is 25.
am.
I am
Yeah.
45. 45. I got the numbers backwards.
It's
I'm
like Twilight. How
54.
long have you been
45.
45?
I'm like 45. I'm 54. I got my numbers backwards. So
Speaking of,
I'm 54. He's 25. So obviously you're getting some differences here. But I Javier keeps me.
somewhat updated.
Yeah, you keep me updated as far as music.
As updated as I am for the most part. Okay. I'm gonna hit you with two.
You can hit me with two. All right, I'm ready.
One that I wanted to put in this, but I can't in good conscience after everything they did after their their first album.
So they had a great first album. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
They had an amazing sound.
Hey, listen, that's okay. I said Skyscraper, David Lee Roth, 1988.
They only did one
So-
album, right?
So I mean, I literally picked not just a band, but I picked a year and album. That was one of my favorite bands. So it's okay.
Koala.
Yes.
Koala had
Yes.
that is Kawala. Amazing. Like, their initial releases were insane. Very,
Yes.
very good. I don't even know what I would call them. When they
I don't
first
know.
came
I'm not sure.
out.
A little bit of soul.
But it's like,
I'm again. I'm just at least
yeah,
throwing people in the general direction.
they're like,
Ooh,
they're like alternative pop, maybe.
do we? I don't think this exists. Can there be alternative R&B? They're somewhere in between
They're-
that
they're-
R&B
They're
pop.
too like folky to be
Right,
R&B.
right, but they still have a little bit of R&B feel to them, though. You know?
Either way, go check them out.
Yeah.
Their early
It's
stuff.
folky. Yeah, you're right.
Their early stuff is so good. I listen to it on repeat constantly. Their new stuff, I don't like when smaller bands start and they have amazing sounds and then they overproduce, losing their signature sound.
Yeah.
But then again,
Koala, actually, when I was driving Uber,
yeah.
Koala was one of the bands that I just put on
Mhm.
because most people liked it. They had no idea what they were listening to,
Yeah.
but they were like, "Oh, I like this. What is it?" You know. So it was like one of my go-to bands to put on, and people were like, just enjoy it.
But to a band that's been consistently good, MCR, My Chemical Romance.
They're in my top 5.
I'm just stealing all your top 5s.
They are definitely in my top 5.
They're fantastic. They're outside of my top 5.
Back to back to 10 with Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Black Parade also.
I would argue it's a perfect album.
It
It's
like
I think it's a better. I like 10. I think
it is the
Welcome
perfect
to the
album.
Black Parade
That's why
is one of the few perfect albums.
I could just put it on from the beginning, listen to the entire thing, and enjoy every single measure.
That one, fantastic. If we're going perfect albums off topic, The Stranger,
Yes.
1977,
Yes.
by
And
Billy Joel.
He's got to wait till we do
I too.
top 10
Uh-huh.
solo artists, you know. No, you're right. I would say that is a perfect album. Black Parade.
Absolutely.
I can listen to the whole thing. Thank you to my soccer team. I was coaching soccer when that hit hard, and
Oh yeah.
and the whole crew was listening to it. And I was like, let's see, let's let the old coach listen to this stuff. And I was like, no, this is good stuff. I appreciate music, and talented all the way around. Their writing is so good because you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, Gerard Way.
You get a little bit of everything.
Just the
And
everybody
you
in
get
the band.
and you
just
get Penny.
fantastic. Yeah. What's it called? He did.
He created what's it?
Penny Parker.
Penny Parker.
Parker.
Sorry, Penny Parker. Penny Parker.
Parker. The
Spider-Man. Spider Girl from from a lot of things, but most people found her in Rivals.
he wrote and created her. He also wrote and created the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
I only saw the first season.
It was entertaining. The second season was good. It gets a little wacky, but I feel like at this point we sort of expect that.
I mean, anything that has Gerard Way attached to it. That's why he did the credit music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nick Kim is in my top 5.
I feel like I stole another one, so
I mean, okay, so
I can hit you with ones that aren't. I guarantee.
I'll throw this in there just because. For me, I threw the Beatles in there.
Yeah.
They're in my top 5. The Beatles are a weird one for me in the top 5 because they might be the biggest thing as far as bands, and all the above. So originally it was really funny because one of the things that I wanted to do, and maybe this is another episode or something, I started to grade, in my head I started to grade some of these bands. And I only did 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
In other words, 1 was like, whatever. 2 is adequate, and 3 is above average. This is some good stuff. And again, not to hurt people's feelings, because I know people absolutely love Ringo. I think Ringo was incredibly influential
100%.
as far as a drummer. He will tell you himself, his technique was not good.
Yeah.
Part of what made him so good was that he's actually a left-handed player playing on a right-handed drum set.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to do certain things, open hand, that were very cool, and some of his fills were backwards because most drummers go right, left, and he was starting left, right, but moving towards the right side. So a lot of times he would move towards the right of the drum set, going left, right, and that actually does make a difference as to how it sounds. So he had a very, very unique sound.
If you need examples, Something in the Way.
Yeah, but he's not a 3. He's a 2. He was good. You know what I'm saying? He was not a 1.
I feel like
bass player was a 3.
Oh yeah.
Paul was a 3. Vocals were 3.
Oh, the vocals.
Okay.
The vocals.
However, honestly, guitar was a 1 to me. Their guitar player was their guitar playing in general was was very adequate. It was like, it was good. It was exactly what they needed. So don't get me wrong. By me saying a 1
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it was like garbage. It's just, it was, it's subpar to other guitar players. You know, it was
Yeah.
ingenious.
Well,
Ingenuity was a big thing.
I think that I don't know if that's a fair assessment, only because of the time that it came out.
Right, I understand that too.
Like, so many things
Have changed.
have changed. So many things even just changed in the 70s,
Mm-hmm.
which was mostly after their big time. They still had stuff coming out, but
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if George Harrison really had the
George didn't have
time
the chops.
the time to shine is what I'm trying to say.
That too.
I don't know enough
he
about
technically
George.
could have been better, but we would have never known because the music didn't call for it.
Yeah.
You know, so again, it's not. I'll get hate mail. It's not so much that it was awful or anything. It was just like, it was just okay. All right, good. You know, but you know, it's not. It's again, 1 being, hey, this was good. It was adequate. It got the job done. 2 being, hey, this is some really good stuff, and 3 being, you know, exceptional.
Yeah.
He was 1. He was good. He got the job done, and sometimes that's what the music calls for. You know, that's again, Kenny Aronoff being one of the best drummers in the world ever.
Yeah.
Most of his drumming in albums is a 1.
Yeah.
It's adequate. He is playing exactly what the song needs, and you can't really tell. Steve Smith, again, one of the best players ever to play, but he played for Journey.
Yeah.
It was funny because I met him, and he was asked, you know, about Journey, and he basically said it's a paycheck. Is Journey was his day job
Yeah.
so that he could get paid and do the other stuff that he wanted to do on the side. You know, with some complex jazz drumming and
Yeah.
and other things that he really enjoyed. So again, not a slam on Ringo, but again, I was just doing the numbers. I was like, you know, this is where I would have to give it a little bit of a dip.
We could
Just
probably
in the guitar.
We could probably make that into a series where we do like a 30-minute to an hour deep dive on bands,
Yeah.
rating them and just like
The only thing about guitar that I had an issue with, because I started to do that, and then I realized Red Hot Chili Peppers, their guitar is always going to be a 1 because it almost doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
They've had so many guitar players, and most people don't know, and most people don't care.
Yeah.
Rush never had a guitarist, sort of, you know, sort of. Obviously, again, Dirty Loops, no guitarist, but his keyboards. That dude is a beast on the keys. But yeah, it would be interesting.
I really wanted to put the Beatles in mine. The problem that I ran into is that I don't know. I just don't find myself. I really, really enjoy all of their music. Well, I say all, like 75%.
Right.
But I don't find myself going back to them on my own
To listen?
to listen.
I put them on. But I usually put them on a lot of times for background.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. A lot of times when I put them on, I just put them on as background music because I know that I'm gonna like 90% of the songs that come on.
Yeah.
So I just put it on, leave it on, and I work.
Normally, if I put on music, I'm putting it on to like get through something.
Right.
So it's kind of like to help with the monotony of smaller tasks, rather than to fill the void of other things.
All right. So what else you got? Because I got 2 bands left. That's all I got left. Right
Oh,
now.
I got more than that.
Go for it. Tell me. Start telling me right before. And stop right before you get your top 2. What else you
Okay.
got?
I have. Well, I don't think I have a definitive top 2. I have a definitive top 1.
All right.
Nothing More. It is not the number one, no. But Nothing More is in my top 5.
I get that.
Nothing More, fantastic post-hardcore band. One of the best, second best actually, I think.
When did they come out?
They their debut album was 2015.
Okay.
I think it was 2015, might have been 2016.
So relatively new.
Yes. Yeah, within the past
And
decade.
100%, well, within the last decade.
Well, yeah.
Because even if they came out in 2015,
Yeah, within the last
100% one of my favorite bands that has recently released stuff. Them and Greta Van Fleet,
Yeah.
for sure, two of my favorite relatively, and I say relatively newer bands. Again, for a 54-year-old, something that released 10 years ago is way new. You know, because you know my playlist. I'm going to be listening to Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and you know,
Absolutely.
Temple of the Dogs, you know, and so, and then I'm not mentioning the other two, but you know who they are.
I feel like if I listened, I'm gonna go back to Nothing More, but I feel like if I listened to them more, I would probably put Alice in Chains on that list.
Oh, they're so good.
Fantastic.
Yes, Alice in Chains.
Offspring would also probably be on the list. But back to Nothing More.
I saw a costume. Sorry, ADD hits. You know, you just got to follow it. I did see a Halloween costume of this lady dressed like. Yeah, there's a wasp over here. So that's why Javier just left the stream. He's coming back. I saw a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Of this lady dressed like Alice in Wonderland, but had chains all around her.
Yeah.
I was like, that's funny. And I'm sure like a bunch of people did not get that at all. But
I saw
it
one
was
like
so good.
I saw one like that, and then I saw another one where it was like that, and her boyfriend was just wearing a cardboard box.
Nice.
But,
That's next level right there.
Yeah, no, there was a bee over here, and
He
it
was the
like
man in the
almost
box.
landed on my arm twice. I'm like, I'm just gonna move. But
Oh, that's awesome. The man. in
yeah,
the
so
box.
Nothing More. Amazing in concert, amazing writing. I think they're just consistent.
Right.
Uh,
Which seems to be a hard thing to do nowadays.
very, very difficult. Oh, that is gorgeous color.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, no, they're definitely top 5 for me, and I don't see them dropping. I don't see them dropping out of
No,
top 5 unless
they've definitely been consistent. I give you that.
Yeah. Another one.
Javier's got 17 bands in his top 10.
Yeah, I do. I have so many bands. The problem is like I have a few bands in my top 5. I have so many bands outside of my top 5.
Right.
Like you have Gilnarius.
Okay.
They're the ones that did the Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, that is good. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Oh, what is it? It is a Japanese band. 3 letters, I think, is the name.
You're talking about Eve?
No, not Eve. Oh, is it 3? I don't know. They got a little bit of jazz funk. They're so good. I really, really enjoy them.
Are you talking about the
Don't listen to me when I say 3 letters because I could be completely off.
where did you hear them from?
Originally were they on an anime? I don't remember.
Oh, you're thinking Ali.
Ali, Ali.
Ali's a dude, solo artist.
Sorry, so he's a solo artist.
Yep.
Oh, that stinks.
Solo artist.
So he doesn't count. I was gonna say because that That's some good stuff. Ollie put some good stuff out.
Ollie does put some good stuff out.
Then there was the band from that did Cowboy Bebop. And
I don't remember who did that.
I don't remember. It's Seatbelts.
I don't know if it's the Japanese band.
It's something Seatbelts. I can't remember, but anyway, I could listen to that entire album, and that was fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're outside of my realm.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so, like,
guys.
Gilnarius, Beast in Black, Beast in Black also fantastic. Like, if you like old, like, I don't know, hair metal.
Right? It does have that old feel.
Yeah.
I would call it stadium rock.
Stadium rock. Okay. Yeah.
You know, which brings me to bands that I would love to put on this list, but I just can't. Because like Guns N' Roses might be one of my favorite bands live.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Having said that, almost every single person on there outside of Slash is adequate. And even Slash can be adequate at times because Slash is sloppy. He just doesn't care. You know?
I would say.
But, like, they're all good, but none of them are, like, you know, like I said, outside of Slash. The rest of the band, none of them are, like,
Yeah.
I
would say they're very much like Red Hot Chili Peppers in the fact that, like, they have the lead singer and they have one of the like main members.
yeah, Slash.
And then that's just kind of like
I mean, people
you
know
have
the other guys.
Slash and Axel.
Yeah, they know the other guys, but the other guys could be replaced. You know, unlike, you know, back in those days, again, I was a fan of, it was funny because there was Warrant and then there was Poison, and Warrant was basically Poison if Poison took themselves serious,
Mm-hmm.
but they never did.
Is my number 2 your number 1?
I got, okay.
The one that you
How many,
skipped,
how many you got left?
There's 2 big ones. I don't know. See, I just keep talking.
So I'll tell you,
It fluctuates.
my number
so
1 and 2 could flip-flop at any given time.
Mine won't.
Oh, you know what? I can't believe I left these guys out.
So I hear we have a number 3 now.
Yes. No. Nah. I left 2 bands out that I can't believe I left out.
Okay.
Live. Live.
See, my problem with Live is that I've only listened to the one album.
Oh, so good. Anyway, so Live was really good. And this is completely out of left field. But again, I'm going to go very specific. Early, before the split. Most things before the split.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bare Naked
100%.
Ladies.
In my
Bare
opinion,
Naked Ladies, ridiculous musicians.
in my opinion, you don't even have to say before the split.
Because they died after the split.
Yeah.
They don't exist after the
Bare
split.
Naked Ladies doesn't exist without Steven Tyler.
No. It's Page. Stephen
Is
Page.
it Steven Page?
Yeah, Stephen Page.
I thought his name was Steven Tyler.
No,
As
no.
well.
Page. Stephen Page. Yeah, once he left, you
Yeah.
could see he did a lot of the writing.
Yeah.
And it was very noticeable once he left. And if you go listen to his solo album, you'll see that he did a lot of the writing.
Speaking of an actual Steven Tyler, man, I wish I could put Aerosmith on that top 10.
Aerosmith is one of my favorite bands to listen to. That's one of the
really
bands that I
enjoy-
can put on and listen.
I really enjoy Aerosmith. My problem is that after hearing what Aerosmith sounded like before they got their record deal,
Yes, go listen to what is it called? It's like 1977, something like that.
I think it was like 1971 or something.
1971 is they just released
yeah.
an album literally that they recorded in a bar somewhere.
Yeah, they recorded in a bar before they got their record deal.
It sounds like somebody that would actually be playing and opening for Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's so good. You're right.
Like, they still had a good amount of Southern rock when they got their record deal.
Yep.
But they took so much of the soul and blues out of their sound.
It was very Stevie Ray. Very Stevie Ray.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's one of their latest albums. It's literally they just went back and grabbed like a
I think
recording.
it's their most recent.
It's a live recording from some bar. It's so good. I can't remember what it's called. Just look it up. It's really, really good. You're right. And that is one of the bands I really do enjoy. One of the best frontmen ever. As a frontman, you know, he can do anything. Very entertaining.
However,
But,
do you want me to take one of the two? Because you know what one of the two is, or do you want to?
So I'll give them to you, but let me go back to BNL. Just to finish that up, Gordon, that album, the whole album was so good, all of it. Their Christmas album, the Bare Naked for Christmas,
Bare Naked for the Holidays.
for the holidays. Sorry, Bare Naked for the Holidays.
Yeah.
One of the best Christmas albums ever. If you listen, I don't know what we should release this. I don't know when you'll be listening to it, but Bare Naked for the Holidays, amazing. You know who my top two
I know
are.
who your top two.
My top two can flip back and forth.
I don't see how that's possible.
Because it depends on the mood I'm in. If I'm going to be objective,
See
it changes than if I'm being subjective or objective.
the reason I say I don't know how that's possible is because I know who they are.
Yeah, you do.
But one of them, they just have more to pull from.
Oh, ridiculous! That's my objective number one.
Yeah.
That's my objective number one. My subjective number one, though. I get lost, man. I just get lost. So let's just go there. Unless you got something else.
No, because
All right.
that's
So
one of mine.
my number two, subjectively, number one, objectively, is Extreme.
Yeah.
If I am being subjective and just, I got to leave the other guys at number one. If I'm being objective, they're just ridiculously good. All of the above. The guitars, the drums, the bass. And it's funny because the vocals are okay. I mean, he's really good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's got certain issues here and there, but it was always left on purpose. Nuno Bettencourt, one of the most ridiculous guitar players ever, just saw them not that long ago. He is still
He's killing it.
tearing it up. The new album was still great. So Nuno has mentioned that he recognizes that, you know, the vocals from Gary can get a little off at times, but they go off because he's going big or because he's emotional.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'd rather have a front man who is a front man, who is active and emotional and, you know, all the above. And if he messes up a note, he messes up a note, but he's a front man. And honestly, again, I've seen them twice, which is really funny because I saw them in the 80s, late 80s, 88, 89, I don't remember. Anyway, saw them way back then. And then I saw them like last year, was it? I think it was last year.
I think it was last year.
And Gary is still a frontman. He is an entertaining guy to watch.
If you're performing and don't feel it, nobody else will feel it.
No, and again, he had it, you know, there were a couple times where the note was like just under or just above. Didn't matter because he was having a blast and he was taking us for a ride with him. But objectively, that would be number one. Subjectively, number two. You're right. The amount of stuff they have to pick from. 3 sides to a story. They go there, and then they go to Punchline.
Yeah, Waiting for the Punchline is my...
It's so good because
It's my number one album.
It's so raw. Waiting for the Punchline is just raw, rock and roll at its best. Yeah, rock and roll at its best to me is Waiting for the Punchline Extreme. Just very raw. The guitar's all over the place, but he never plays over the vocals,
Yeah.
which I really liked. For somebody that ridiculously good, he knew where to play and to have a good time, but never over the vocals.
I think that's I would argue more skillful than the actual playing.
Yeah,
Because you can going to like cooking as an example. You could use as many spices as you want. However, if you don't do it tastefully, like it's pointless.
tasteful. His muting,
Oh yeah.
so good. When he starts muting the guitar, like tick, 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 it's so good, so rhythmic, so all of the above.
Fantastic.
And
and
I'm guessing
insane
is
writer
that
as well.
in your top 10 at all, or
I forgot about Extreme until earlier. So
when we were on the way here?
yeah.
Is that when you went, oh,
No,
crap?
no, that was the Police.
That was the Police?
Yeah.
I knew it was one of those two.
Thing came
Wait.
up, and I was like, dang.
So when we were on our way here, you went, oh, dang it. And I was like, oh, he forgot to put the Police in here.
Yeah, I was like,
I knew that was going to happen to both of us. I knew that was going to happen to both of us. My number one,
oh man.
by far,
Yeah.
again, this is completely biased, subjective. One of the greatest lost bands of all time is Saigon Kick.
Yeah.
Saigon Kick.
Saigon Kick's my number 2.
Yeah, and when you look at this band, man, that's what I put on when I'm just like, I'm ready to just rock and grind. Like, this is gonna be, it's so good, man.
I will say
So
that Saigon Kick.
so tastefully heavy, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah, it's not
Tastefully heavy.
like you'll have. I'm gonna make people mad again. You have Sleep Token,
right?
who like. I don't know. The Sleep Token to me is like performative to the max.
Right.
Like they're trying to convince themselves just as much as they are everyone else.
So, all right. So let's go there for a second. Sleep Token to you, and again, this will make people mad, is what Dream Theater was to me at times. Like, Dream Theater has some really, really good songs, and then other songs, I felt like Dream Theater was just throwing notes together to show that they could do different time signatures and different notes and different, like, there was like, yeah, this is really fancy, but I'm not feeling it, guys. That was, and Dream Theater was amazing.
Every
Again,
single time I
Portnoy
need to go back
is the beast.
and like listen to Dream Theater. I keep forgetting.
I feel like they were the biggest thing that started. Like, there were other people that did it, but Dream Theater was the first band that I could remember that became known for time signature changes and movement and that kind of broad thing. Oh, yeah, because Rush had like one song that did it. Dream Theater was all over the place. They would do it regularly on different songs all over the place. They had freaking 10-minute songs, because they could. Yeah, because Rush didn't do that very often. They only did it like once or twice. Dream Theater became known.
I also don't know a whole lot about Rush, so I can't.
Yeah, Dream Theater became known for doing that stuff. That was like, it became their signature. But again, it was a little much at times.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it was really cool, and other times it seemed forced, which is what I'm hearing from you about Sleep Token.
The difference is, I think that I don't know. The Sleep Token fans weird me out. Most of them. There's no good way to say this. Sleep Token fans are mostly just really horny, and I just can't. Come on, man. Can't we just enjoy the music, please, please? So maybe that's it, because like people are always hyping up Sleep Token, and like I hear it, and I'm just like, the dude's voice is mid, at best. Like he is not a vocalist.
Right.
At least not in my opinion. I don't like that dude's voice at all. But back to Saigon Kick. Speaking of vocalists,
Any album.
but
I don't care which album you listen to.
no, where I was going originally with the Saigon Kick thing was, Saigon Kick has probably my favorite sound profile for any guitar. Like
Yeah, that guitar sounds so good.
the way they produce and like what's the word? The effects that they put on their guitars are insane. I can't help but just like be like, damn, it's good.
Yeah, it's so good.
So stupid good. Now
Vocals, so good.
yeah. The harmonies, the writing, the melodies that they do, the counter melodies, everything just so
Lost Band.
masterfully done.
Lost Band. Look it up. Saigon Kick.
Masterfully done.
Their first two albums are next level. I liked all of them.
Yeah.
Even
good.
Water. Water was
I like Water more than The Lizard.
Water. Yeah, Water was this bizarre album that almost, it sounded so different from all the other albums, which I normally hate. I normally hate when a band has like a sound and then all of a sudden they change it up for one album. But I liked it. I even like that album. I liked all of them.
I think that the difference there, they're kind of like the Beatles in this, that even when they're doing something different, it's still much them.
Yes, it is. And again, we sort of ran over this band. It is very Aerosmith. Yeah. I don't care what song Aerosmith does. When they release a new song, you've never heard it before, you know it's them.
Yeah.
You just know it's them.
They're changing their sound, not their identity. Mm-hmm. And a lot of other bands, when they do that, they change their identity. And then
right.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, Saigon is definitely my number one. Now I want to go in the car and listen to that.
Can you guess mine?
So Saigon was your number 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure who your number 1 would be.
It's been my number 1 since 2016.
I don't know. I'm sure I'll know once you say it, but I got a mental block on this.
I the Mighty.
Okay, I see that.
I the Mighty.
Yep.
When I tell you that I enjoy every single song that band put out, absolutely. I don't think
relatively new.
Yeah.
For me, and still putting out good stuff.
They haven't put anything out since 2020.
Oh, was it 2020 the last one?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long ago. I thought they had done. I thought it was not that far back. I thought it was like 22 or something.
No, they put out an album in 2018.
Okay.
And then they Band Drama, and then they put out a single in 2020, and then they died.
That is it.
So they're not going to make any more music. However, absolutely fantastic band. They are 100% the band that I return to the most. They're very okay. I'm just making everybody mad today.
You know what though? So you say that, and it's funny. So bands that I return to the most, definitely. Saigon Kick, Extreme, and BNL. You're right.
Yeah. But what's it called? Oh yeah, the way that I kind of like introduce them to people is I'm like, they're kind of like Coheed and Cambria if they were consistently good.
Don't listen to that, Jesse. Don't listen to him. I didn't say it, Jesse.
It's, I think, I don't know.
I do like Coheed. Their drummer's a beast too.
I like Coheed. Again, I don't like their writing 90%.
Yeah, they're somewhat inconsistent.
I think they're a phenomenally talented band. Vocals, guitars, bass, drums, everything. I think they write well below their pay grade. But yeah, no, I the Mighty, there hasn't been a single person that I've introduced that band to that doesn't enjoy the band. Doesn't matter what they like.
I remember, didn't you introduce Crohn's to that one?
And,
I thought so. And immediate, because I remember you told him about it at one of the events we were at.
it was,
And like that same night, he was texting you and telling you that he was still listening to them. He was like going through their whole repertoire.
Listen to their whole discography the next
so
day.
funny. I remember that.
Yeah, no, I just put on their whole discography and listened repeatedly.
And Crows is pretty picky.
You
know, when it comes to that particular style, because he does like that
likes
style.
a bunch of stuff.
You know, so he tends to be a little picky at times. So that was really funny to see him really jump in.
He's got a lot of big opinions.
Yeah. He's not afraid of that.
But yeah, no, that is my number one, and they have yet to be toppled. I will say that Blighttown, if they continue on their current trajectory, they could be up there. I don't think they're gonna topple I the Mighty, but I don't know. That band's so good.
Well, there you go. I think that's it. I think that pretty much covers everything we have, and in our top bands, subjectively, some of them were objective. Maybe. Put in the comments down there who you think your top bands are. I'm sure we will agree and disagree on a lot of these things. I mean, there are some of these bands that I just... Again, I'm being picky. But some of these bands have been super popular.
Yeah.
And I met the drummer and got to see the drummer actually play outside of the band. And some of these massive bands, the drummer was actually just adequate at best. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus right now, but I will tell you, some of these big hair bands, I could play what the drummer was playing, and that's not a good thing. Because I'm an okay drummer. But, you know, I mean, honestly, I can't do it. I can't. I am gonna finish with this. For those of you, I'm gonna finish this with this. Rolling Stones have the most adequate drummer I have ever seen. It's gonna get so many people mad. But if you listen to him, one of the things that drove me crazy about him, and people are like, he does that on purpose. Like, I don't know if he does it on purpose or not. It drives me nuts. Is he would never hit the hi-hat and the snare at the same time. He would literally hit the hi-hat and be like, tick, 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 plop, tick, 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 plop. He would listen to the songs. He always has to stop playing the hi-hat in order to play the snare. Doesn't play them at the same time. I don't know. And that just drove me nuts. I'm not saying
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, you probably never noticed, but you're gonna notice it from now on. He never hits the hi-hat and the snare at the same time, which is like drumming 101, you know?
How do you have the independence of movement?
I don't know. I don't know.
Drum with your bass
I mean,
drum.
Listen, he
And,
was
like, not hit the hi-hat.
and the snare at the
and the
same
snare
time.
at the same
Never,
time.
never, ever, ever, ever. Now somebody's gonna pull up a video and be like, "Look, he did it here." I'm like, whatever. He was, and again, influential.
Yeah.
You know, Rolling Stones was ridiculously influential, but that does not make them one of my favorites. They had some good stuff that I enjoyed, but sorry to end on a sour note. I don't know. Is there a happy note we can end on? So listen to Saigon Kick.
Yeah, do that. That's best.
If you like
version-
rock and roll, Saigon Kick.
best version of Space Oddity.
Oh, I do like that. That is
100%.
That is a good song. Go listen to that stuff. Thank you guys so much for listening again. We are out of options. Your first, last choice. And I am Angel, and that's Javier. And who knows what we'll be doing with this?
Yeah.
This is a different one. We did do a 70s mixtape on our podcast. I should repost it because way back, or we should just do a new one.
We could do
We
new.
could just, you know what? Maybe that's what we should do. We should start. Wow, wouldn't that be wild? We'll start in the 40s.
Start in the 40s.
We're gonna go way back to the 40s or the 50s. I thought originally my brain went 50s, and then I thought, how challenging would it be for us to do like top 10 songs that we enjoy from the 40s, and then do the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. We could do a decade thing.
We could.
That would be fun. I don't know if we'll start in the 40s or if we're starting in the 50s. Man, part of me just wants to go straight back to the 20s. There's some good music in there, too. And Javier and I listen to all kinds of music, so it's
Yeah.
not a far stretch for us to go that far back. But it would be entertaining to do a mixtape. We should start that again. Maybe that's what we'll do next time, guys. All right, thank you so much, guys. Javier, push the button. We're leaving. See ya.
Bye.